I have arranged the next match. Only two left. Win this, and that junior is yours. The duel will take place at a secret location.
Secret? I don't have time for guessing games.
It's the final Akashic point. Look for the hero space. Sorry, that's all the information I have. Figure it out and get there.
Damn you.
Hello everybody, Weeb Rabbit here, and welcome back to No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle Part 15. In the previous part, we fought Rank 3, which was Captain Vladimir. Like I said, even though the fight was kind of slow, and it was just a lot of like dodging and trying to get in close to him, that sort of thing, I still really like the gimmick. I think that this lost astronaut who's out of his mind and thinks he's in space is really awesome. And I think the ending was a little bit touching, honestly, where, you know, Travis kind of snaps him out of it. Guy's happy to be home. And when Sylvia and her crew try to suck him up or whatever to dispose of his body, you know, Travis just says, just let him be, let him return to the earth or whatever. So I thought that was really cool. With me as always is Terrific. Say hello, Terrific.
Yeah. I'm here once again, boys.
All right, so Terrific's here, and this part, yeah, we are gonna fight the second ranked person. Honestly, like I kind of hinted at it before, this is probably my favorite fight. Honestly, maybe in the whole series. I just think it's really cool. I think who you fight and what they stand for is really cool. There's going to be like a nickname drop that's really awesome. And just seeing like the character development and like kind of where this is headed with Travis, I just think it's like a really good moment. So yeah. Real quick, I don't know if I'd pointed out before, but I noticed that in the cutscene, you can see like he has like the little figures right here when he answers the phone. Yeah, I just want to point out that, yeah, along the way, if you find all the chests and stuff in the different levels, yeah, you just collect all of these collectibles of the people you killed, all these like different posters, just things around Travis's motel that I think is really fun. I don't know if I had pointed that out before. And yeah, and it's really cool too, because if you look over here near his door, he has a picture of his sensei who died in the previous game. So I thought that was another fun detail, you know.
Nice. Heck yeah.
All right, so for now we are done with Gene. Really quick, let me just see if there's any new magazines. Yes, there's one new one. This should be probably the last one, I think. It says high angle belly to back suplex. So there we go. We just learned that. So I think that should be our last wrestling move. And with that, we are ready to leave. One thing I want to say real quick. Oh, never mind. She's going to interrupt me with the narration. Hold on.
You've heard about two of the supernatural gateways in Santa Destroy. The third led to the most fitting mystery of all for a city fixated on the ranks. Sealed from the cacophony of modern life, there lived the last ascetic. Abstaining from all worldly indulgences, the ascetic spent every waking hour in training. Battle had become an obsession for this warrior, the end-all, the raison d'etre. You know I've never abstained from anything. Still, I can relate. When you're so focused on any goal, it can make you blind to what you truly desire.
Alrighty, so that's very interesting. So yeah, the last person we're gonna fight, basically, as Sylvia lets us know, a little preview, it's gonna be a warrior that's so obsessed with training that they have basically let go of everything else. They have cut ties with everything else in the world, and they're just focused on training and becoming number one. So that's pretty interesting, right?
No.
No. Like, no, worst backstory ever. Oh my god. Something else I want to point out before we go to the last Akashic point or whatever. Yeah, if you look at the dialogue, man, I really want to do more research on the second game, because I've done research on the first game, and I've watched, like I said, there's this really cool channel called Matt McMuscles. He's the guy who actually did QA for the game. Like he actually like did testing for it, and he talks about stuff that got taken out, etc. Like how there used to be like an actual open world that you would explore.
Yes.
Here I gotta wonder if there's something similar, because it's so interesting the way she's like, oh, the last fight takes place at a secret location you have to figure out yourself, and the way Travis responds makes it sound like maybe it was something you really would have to like track down yourself, like using clues and stuff. But now it's just like, oh, just go there, which is weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's been all sorts of stuff that seems to hint that the game might have been bigger, it might have been more involved, like even like pain and stuff again, but they took it out. So it's just really weird to like notice those like dialogue and notice that, like, it doesn't really match up to what we're actually doing. So
yeah.
All right, but real quick, we're going to dive into the second ranked battle, and the location's going to be very interesting. If you remember, Sylvia said it was going to take place on the in the hero's face or something like that. All right, so this is really cool. So as you can see, it looks like we're in some sort of a big city. I mean, Santa Destroy is pretty big, but you know how it's more like commercial stuff?
Yes.
So this looks like it's more like residential. It looks kind of like, you can almost say like, I don't know, like New York or something, right? With all these buildings.
Nah, this reminds me of a small country town.
A small country town. This looks like the middle of like, how do they say when they make fun of something being so small? The middle of backwaters nowhere or whatever.
Yeah. Oh man. But no, seriously, yeah, no, I do like this. It's so ominous.
Oh, hold on. What's that?
That's Travis.
Interesting. So everybody we've met up to now looks up to Travis. They see him as this like, oh, not God, but they see him as this like, wow, like, how did you do it? Everybody looks up to him. So did you expect the hero's face to have to do with him?
Yes. I knew this was coming.
Oh, God.
No, I didn't.
Right. So this is really interesting to watch. Oh, never mind. We're not at the part yet. We're gonna fight some goons, obviously, to get there. I wasn't sure because you know how, like, for the previous guy, we didn't fight any goons. We kind of just went for it. Yeah, but obviously we're in some sort of city. It's all destroyed, and obviously we can tell that whoever we're gonna fight, or at least the people who used to live here, because now everything's all like abandoned, they know who Travis is, and they look up to him enough that they have his face everywhere.
Okay.
So, interesting. Alrighty. Boom. Oh, look at that. I keep getting cherries. That's perfect. This helps me just like cut through guys.
No, man. Do a fair fight. Don't use it.
Don't use any like upgrades or anything?
Yeah, no upgrades. Go back to the base beam katana and remove all of his stamina and endurance.
Health that I worked on?
Yeah.
Oh,
just
imagine.
remove it.
Play fairly. Like, what if I earned it? No.
Oh, man.
All right, but yeah, like it's a huge city that's all abandoned. All right, so try to, since you're so good at guessing.
Yes.
Don't say his family, for God's sakes. What do you think the last person we're gonna fight? What do you think they're gonna look like? Like, what do you think their gimmick's gonna be?
Well,
we know there's this sort of warrior, and we know that they're like dedicated to be number one. I don't know. Like, what do you think they'll look like? What do you think their gimmick will be? What kind of weapon will they use?
Well, since we saw that, what's it called when, not memoriam, when someone's face is painted somewhere, I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but we saw that the fact that Travis's face was painted in their area, so these people like him, or used to like him, so I think they're going to attempt to imitate him, but I think they will also use, not necessarily a beam katana, but some type of sword, saber type of weapon.
Some sort of blade.
Yeah, some type of blade. And
is there any more enemies? Oh, there we go. I'm like, where are all the enemies at?
And I also think that it'll be a young dude.
You think it'll be a young man?
Yeah, I think it'll be a young man.
You don't see it being somebody old?
Well, because if they're looking up to Travis, from what we've seen, we haven't seen an old person look up to Travis.
Have you noticed that in this game, except for the astronaut, there hasn't really been anyone old at all, honestly?
Well, the dude on the... No. Yeah, you're right.
Actually, no, but you know what? That makes sense.
No, the granny. No, never mind. That was last time. Yeah, no, you're right.
No, but I was actually, that makes sense, because the previous game, the only old person we had was the granny.
Mm-hmm.
So this time, the old guy we had was the astronaut. So I guess it is kind of balanced. I was just saying it's kind of weird, but no, it's balanced enough, I guess.
Well, I was going to say, it depends on if you count that Dr. Brain dude as being old or not.
Oh, okay, that's true. We don't really know his age. Oh, yeah. Hit by a car. This random car just ran me over.
Wouldn't it be funny if that led you to a game over?
Oh, right. Just like one hit from the car. That's it.
Yeah. Oh,
that'd be so dumb. That'd be funny, though. I mean, that would be really fitting.
I mean, yes, it would.
Like, Travis's journey is over. What?
Oh, man, I haven't heard him say that in a minute.
Right. Is there anything?
Strawberry on the shortcake.
I'm looking for enemies. I feel like, where are they? I feel like I'm taking care of everybody way too quick. So it's like, yeah, that's it. Let's just kill everybody. I don't know if I'm missing anybody. Oh, look at this guy. Where did he come from? You see that? I was running around everywhere. That's bullcrap. More people to shut up.
He was under the car.
They were purposely trolling me. They're like, he has an upgrade. Let's not pop out yet. Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Oh, so I don't know if you heard, but today the news just came out that Idris Elba is going to voice Knuckles in the next Sonic movie.
Interesting.
That is a weird pick, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Idris Elba.
Like, he's a good actor, but he's an older guy. And Knuckles is supposed to be like, I think of like a teen, like Sonic, you know what I mean? Like, they're young.
Well, unless they do decide, because I can understand it if they did age up Knuckles to be like a middle-aged man, because with Knuckles' battle experience and seeing as how he was, because isn't his character that he took it upon himself to like guard the Chaos Emeralds for, against Eggman and all that? Or,
oh, you're not wrong, but he's still young though. He's supposed to be like Sonic's age. It's so weird.
I get it, but I guess I can understand.
You can see it.
Yeah, I can see him being an old, like, battle-worn dude, if that makes sense.
Thinking about it, I guess you can see it too. He can be kind of like a mentor, maybe.
Yeah, but that's if they go that route. If they're not going that route, then it's just stupid. Because you cannot give a teenager Idris Elba's voice. That's like trying to give a baby's Morgan Freeman's voice. You know what I mean?
I mean, Boss Baby. Boss Baby is just some old man just doing a voice.
Yeah, I guess, but that's kind of different though, because
that's the whole point.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
That's the whole joke.
Yeah, I can't see, you know what I mean, just... Oh my gosh, that's so wild. I gotta hear it now.
Yeah, like they haven't posted anything. It was just like on his Twitter, he's like, I'm gonna be voicing Knuckles or whatever. And it's like, okay then.
And do you mean for the live action Sonic?
Yeah.
The next one? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, man, fair enough. They have to make him an old man, though. Not an old man, but at least middle-aged. No, yeah. I'll even buy it. I'll buy it if they make Knuckles like 20 even. Just please don't make him like 16.
Oh boy. That's funny. What was I gonna say about that? Oh yeah, a lot of people are criticizing Idris Elba. They're like, he's such a good actor. I can't believe he's doing trash like Suicide Squad and Sonic. But then people are like, well, he's having fun, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
Like, he gets paid a lot anyway, so you know, why does he care?
Oh man.
So we're just making our way through the city, just busting everything in our way. All right, so as I said before, as you can see, it's just a big, long process of wandering through the city, defeating some foos, and we're trying to get to whoever the second-ranked person is. What else did I want to say? Oh yeah, you had said that you guessed it was going to be a young man who looks up to Travis. That was your guess. And you said you think they're also going to be some sort of like a blade wielder. Like, you're not sure how, but you think they're going to have maybe like a beam katana or some sort of other similar thing.
Yes, that's what I said.
All right, perfect. So yeah, we'll see about that. Everybody, you know, keep in mind that's Terrific's guess. And besides that, I was going to say, after seeing me play, you know, basically 2 of these games, would you ever try it yourself? Or like, what do you think?
Would I ever try it? Because I think I would. Because you said it's on the, well, obviously it's on the Switch. You know, I think if I just had more time, I guess, you know what I mean, I would.
Yeah, for you, that's just been like a big issue lately, right? Just time in general.
Yeah, man, I just don't have time for anything anymore. It makes me so sad. I think I need to just abandon my family and my job.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Okay. Can I live with you until I figure it out?
You can sleep in my closet.
I mean, that's bigger than where I'm sleeping now, so.
Oh, jeez, that's sad.
Oh,
that's sad. Hey, what? Your wife doesn't let you sleep in the big bed with her? No.
No. She doesn't love me at all.
That's sad.
I know.
Like, where do you sleep then? It's just like cuts to like showing you just sleeping in like a doghouse. You're like just you don't even own a dog, but you sleep in a doghouse. Something stupid like that.
Oh man, no man. The only time what I sleep in is an Amazon box, and the only way I get a new box is if I just order something from Amazon.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious, but sad.
Oh man, that's what my life has become.
Damn, dude. I feel for you.
Yeah, man. So that's why just let me live in your closet for a little bit. I can like I'll iron all your shoelaces so that they're straight.
That's such a weird offer. I'll iron all your shoelaces, the hell? Not even like the actual clothes, not just the shoelaces.
No, just
that's your specialty.
Shoelaces. Yes, it is.
That's great. Man, I know you said about sleeping in the closet. That reminds me, because she used to sleep in this closet. Apparently Bleach is back. Oh. Like, I knew there was going to be like an anime. I think, I don't remember if it's at the end of this year or early next year. They're supposed to, like, you know, because the series, what am I trying to say? Like the anime ended before the manga ended. Like, when the anime like quit, the manga was still going, and the manga did reach a conclusion where it's like, oh, you know, and then there's a time skip and blah blah blah. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody. Like, there's a time skip, and you know, characters have grown up and they have kids and whatever, right? And it's kind of like, okay, that's cool. You know, it's kind of a shame. Some people are kind of like, oh, it's a shame that not everything got adapted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently this guy who made Bleach, though, I don't know if he was playing like 5D chess or something, but not only is he getting like the rest of the, you know, the rest of the manga adapted to anime, but apparently he's back with like a new arc. Ooh. Like the manga's literally just continuing. He kind of just pulled a Naruto, and he's like, no, the story's still going.
Oh, but I don't know if people are gonna like that though, because how many people actually like Boruto?
Quite a few actually.
Yeah, but all those people have an IQ of 1 though.
Okay, that is true. You got a point. But the good thing is that I think it is gonna follow. It's still following Ichigo, I think.
Okay.
Like, I think his kid is involved, but from what I've read, it seems like it's still sticking mainly to like the past cast, I think. Like, I don't think they're, I mean, because even Boruto kind of does that, where even though it's Boruto, they still show the adults a lot. Yeah. I think it's doing that kind of thing where it's going to show like a mix of old school and new school. But what's better is that at least they're not calling it, you know, sequel series. Like, it's still Bleach, apparently. So that helps a bit, you know what I mean?
Interesting. You know, I never got into Bleach, and I don't know why. Maybe it was one of those things where, because I don't know if I mentioned this before, but back when I was a kid, the only real anime that was shown on TV You might remember was like Inuyasha, I think Bleach, Dragon Ball Z, and
it is dependent if you have cable or what,
Yeah.
or if you had like those Saturday morning, 4 kids block or whatever.
Yeah, and for me, I have no idea why, but for some reason, I just did not like anime as a kid. It doesn't
You're
make
racist.
any. Obviously, you didn't know this.
Right. Oh my god. Yeah, it's funny because Bleach is actually like my first anime.
Oh, that's interesting.
I mean, not counting like the stuff you counted, where it's like, oh, as a kid, I watched the 4 kids version of like One Piece or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like actual first anime that I myself sought out and kept track of and
wow.
watched. Because some friend from like bio class, she's like, "Do you like anime?" And I'm like, "What's that?" And she's like, "I think you'd like it." And she's like, "You should try out Bleach." And I like watched it, and the beginning was really good. A lot of people agree that like, damn, Bleach had like a really strong beginning, and it's kind of along the way that it kind of dipped. But the beginning was really strong. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier when I'm like sleeping in the closet. Like it starts with like, oh yeah, it's Ichigo and his spirit friend Rukia, and she sleeps in his closet and they fight, monsters and stuff. And it was like really interesting before it kind of lost focus and introduced like way too many characters and arcs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's save the game. I'll be back in a moment. Alrighty, folks, and we're back. We just dropped a nice fresh save, and yeah, the next boss fight should be up there. Before going over there, I was just showing terrific that Bleach just has a special place in my heart because even though it kind of lost some of its not edge, but even though it kind of went weird places where they choose too many characters and stories, and it became too much about like power levels and stuff. Early Bleach is like really fun. Like anyone, I suggest like reading the manga and watching like the first like season or two when it was just basically Ichigo in his hometown and Rukia slept in his closet and stuff. Like it was really fun and it felt like a really special anime. So, all right, cool. But what?
No, I was gonna come up with some dumb joke, but it's okay.
Okay. So you're the usual. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're about to fight the second ranked fighter. Let's see who it is. And trust me, this is a really cool fight, and I really like everything about it. So.
Travis touchdown, correct?
Yeah, that's me. The no more hero.
How unfortunate. Right when I'm about to reach the top, you have to find me. I was hoping we'd fight after I became #1.
Sorry to crush your dreams. I hate to do it, but I've got business with that son of a bitch. And I can't let you get to him first.
Please, don't think of me as a nuisance. But I will make sure your victory isn't easy. My pride is the second rank requires that much.
Honorable. I like that in a woman.
I've seen a lot in my journey up the ranks. An endless cycle of violence, now broadcast as a spectator's sport. Why, Travis? Why do so many assassins join if we are all going to end up killing each other in the end?
Does it really matter why?
To me, it does. It matters more than anything. We've all become trapped, don't you see? Addicted to the violence, to a life in the shadows. Once we join the ranks, we can never get out.
Don't be stupid. If you get tired of the battles, just fucking quit.
But that's why we all want to fight you, to learn your secret. Don't you get it?
Get what?
You are the Crownless King, the one who got out. You reached the top, then walked away.
Well, I'm back now, aren't I?
With you it is different. You are the no more hero. Show me your passion. Release me from this cycle. Free us all in a crimson sea.
You asked for it. Bring it on!
Don't disappoint me.
All right. So you were definitely wrong. You thought I was going to be a young man looking up to Travis. And no, it's it's someone who's about his age, and she's female. She is very badass. I kind of want to. I don't want to fight her. I kind of want to talk, but But the point is, yeah, it's very cool. So basically, she reminds me of General Grievous, once again a Star Wars reference, because she has all the arms. And yeah, so really interesting. So yeah, like I said, they do a lot of they do like the nickname title drops again, and it's very interesting because yeah, it's all about how the game's called No More Heroes. And you kind of think, oh, because everyone's like kind of a villain, right? Everyone's kind of an anti-hero. You think maybe it has to do with that,
Yeah.
which it probably does. But when it comes to in-universe, why people call him that, they call him the No More Hero because he's someone who just walked away. And apparently no one else can do that. Everybody wants to, but they get so caught up in the lifestyle that they feel like they can't get out. And that's why they said everybody looks up to him and everybody sees him as this like mythical figure because it's like, how did he do it? You know what I mean?
Very
So I just think it's kind of cool how there's,
interesting.
yeah, I think it's really cool how there's just like all this lore where everyone just sees him as this like myth, you know, like everyone like wow, who is this guy? How did he do it? You know, it's just really cool, I think.
That is pretty cool, man.
So yeah, I like that they like in this game, in the first, I mean, Travis is still a loser for sure. But I like that compared to the first game, there's like a myth to him, and there's like people who like really like. I mean, the one thing he's good at is being an assassin, and it's cool to see that there's all these people that like, in the world of assassins, he's so like important. He's such a big thing, you know what I mean?
But it's interesting why he's important, though. It's not necessarily his power that they like, so to speak. It's the fact that he could walk away.
Yeah, I think that's kind of cool, you know.
Yeah,
it kind
I
of makes
like it.
sense because if you think of people like actors or people who just have fame, it's true. A lot of them just get so caught up in the fame, they end up in drugs. They end up, you know, embarrassing themselves in the public eye, etc. And it's true. A lot of people just like get stuck in that lifestyle. They can't just go back to being a normal person. So that's kind of what it's hinting at. You know what I mean? Which is kind of interesting. A lot of battle clashes with her.
But I was gonna say, my dude,
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, obviously the way that you get around that is by being on drugs before you become famous. You don't have to worry.
Yeah, because you were always addicted to it. So like, what's the difference?
Heck yeah, man.
Oh my god. But yeah, I just love how kind of the commentary. You know, I think it's kind of cool how like yes, people join the assassins thing for like sport and stuff. But I also like the commentary of how like it just becomes this endless cycle where like they can't escape because people are always watching and don't want them to escape and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it kind of does say something about human nature too. That's kind of true. You know, people love to watch violence. They love to see people going at it. And that's kind of what it's talking about here. That it's like, you know, think behind the first game, like I said, it was basically a scam. And in this game, it's grown to be something that everybody watches. So I don't know. I just think the commentary is really cool. I think this character is really cool. If you saw when the fight started, she was burning pictures.
Yeah.
If you remember what Sylvia said about her, they called her like an aesthetic or something like that. It's supposed to be someone that just like trains and cuts off all worldly desires and stuff. So we don't know why she's doing this, but I know that people have like commented on wikis and Reddit boards and stuff that if you look at the picture she was burning, one picture she's burning is actually the rank 4 girl. So it's hinted that was her sister.
Ooh.
And then another picture she's burning, it's of a man and a little girl, hinting that she might have been married and had children at some point. But all of that's gone now, and she's like trying to like let go of all that by burning the pictures and stuff. So it's just one of those things where like, yeah, she's just such kind of like a tragic figure, even though you don't really get to know much about her. It's just like really interesting.
I like it.
And the fight against her is like so interesting. As you can see, she's just dodging all over the place. She doesn't really even let you do some of those final slashes sometimes. And I'm just gonna say it now. A lot of people wish she was the last boss fight because the last boss fight is really lame.
Uh-oh, don't tell me that.
So, you know, just you know, keep your expectations in check or whatever. I'm just trying to warn you. Yeah, she is such a cool fight, and she's just so cool how she's, you know, she's just obsessed with going to the top. Like she says, I wish I could have fought you once I was number one. Oh, people go, man, I wish it's true. Yeah, we're getting there. We're whittling her health down. But yeah, she's a hard fight. Like if I'm just kind of like having, you know, trouble with like trying to like dodge her. I mean, she's dodging me and I'm trying to like get openings and stuff. Imagine if you put it like on a harder difficulty.
Yeah.
And like once again, I'm out of battery. That's like the third time this has happened. All right, so we're almost through with her. But yeah, trust me, she has really cool attacks. And like if you fight her at a harder difficulty, like she's a tough one. And I love her design. I love how it's like a huge like, scorpion-looking thing. It's so cool. Look.
Yes, I freaking love scorpions, and I don't know why, man.
And it's so funny because we had just been talking about that in our episode too, about your thing for scorpions.
Yeah, we were.
So that's what makes it funny too.
Yeah, so at least I'm consistent. The one part of my life.
The one part, jeez.
Jeez, you took a minute to catch on with that.
All right, come on. I want to do a wrestling move on you. Can I do one single wrestling move on you?
You know what? Now that we're talking about it, so seeing as how, because my wife is a huge entomology nerd, so technically I can't say that scorpions are an insect, but I think they still count as a bug. But scorpions, I think, would count as my favorite bug. What is your favorite bug? Do you have one?
Bug?
Yes.
I don't know. That's a good question. My favorite bug? Because I hadn't really thought about it before. A favorite bug?
Yeah.
Because scorpions are pretty cool.
Yeah, they are.
Like spiders and stuff are pretty cool. Different types of spiders. No, I'll think about it in a moment. For now, let's watch how he defeats her. This is actually pretty important, once again, towards like his character development and stuff.
Yeah.
You are incredible. Everything I hoped for.
Tell me your name.
Promise me you won't forget. There once was an assassin named Alice.
I won't forget. Alice.
So did you notice something different about when he cut her down compared to other people?
Yeah.
What?
Well, he was visibly angry this time after doing it.
Well,
and
that too, and he might say it right now. Hold on.
See that? Now that was a bad.
Look at his face.
Look at this blood. We humans are alive, even if we are assassins. Doesn't matter if it's a video game, movie, drama, anime, manga, we're alive. People shed blood and die. This isn't a game. You can't just selfishly use death as your tool. This is Alice's blood. I bet you've already forgotten she existed. Same way you would have forgotten me. And that's why I'm tearing down the UAA!
Are you done bitching? You could never shut down the association. Fighting to be the best is human nature. It's evolution. Who are we to try and stand in its way?
Fuck that. I want to be a hero by my own standards.
You need to wake up, Travis.
Take your own goddamn advice.
All right, so very heated moment. So yeah, so I was gonna point out that whenever he fights somebody, notice that like the blood never lands on him, like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But here he is like covered in her blood, and he's visibly upset. And kind of like he said, he's saying, you know, we're alive. He's kind of finally like learned to realize that in the first game he treated it very much like a game, and here he's treating it more like, no, like we're actual individuals. Everyone I've met up to now has been someone that like looked up to me in some way, and I had to defeat them because I'm on this like path to revenge. But if it wasn't for that, you know, I don't think he would have maybe been as comfortable fighting all these people. if it wasn't for his like goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So very different compared to the first game's Travis. Like I said, there's some character development there. Very interesting. Very interesting how he wants to shut the whole thing down. But, Sylvia says he never could because it's just something very human, which I was also kind of mentioning earlier, the whole people of violence, they love to watch, be a part of it, etc. So very interesting. But yeah, we're going to see what happens in the last fight. And we're going to see what happens with Travis and if he does take the UAA down. But real quick before we ended, talking a little bit more about Alice. So, like I said, it's pretty interesting. It's hinted at that Margaret Moonlight is her sister. It's hinted at that she used to have like a husband, a child. Like for whatever reason, she was leaving all that behind. A lot of references to other works, she has like the whole General Grievous thing going on with all like the lightsabers. She definitely has like a scorpion motif, which is pretty cool. If you look at the way she's dressed, it kind of looks like a nod to Gurren Lagann, Yoko Littner, which is one of my favorite characters ever, the sniper, because she just wears kind of like a bikini top. That's really cool. Yeah. And the way her hair is like pink and kind of spiky kind of reminds me of Marluxia from Kingdom Hearts, which is really fun.
Well, that's lame.
How?
Kingdom Hearts? Like Kingdom Hearts fan? Are you even... We're not friends anymore.
It's like awkward. You're the one who ever shuts up about the power of friendship, right? So I thought you would like the game.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, so there you have it, guys. We're now ranked 2. We only have one more person on our journey to the top. If you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Join us next time for part 16, which should be the last part. Thank you to Terrific for being here.
Heck yeah, my dude.
All right, and we'll see you guys next time for the finale. Bye-bye.
Bye.